Students arrived on a Saturday at the Heathrow Airport, and it's always jet lag days, so we just wandered through Hyde Park and Kensington Palace Gardens, had tea at Kensington, very easy day. Then the next day went down to Lewis on the south coast, where my colleague Rory Post from the Natural History Museum gave us a tour of the town. Lewis is where the first dinosaurs were collected, and later on, generation later, where the Piltdown Man frog was executed. So Dr. Post gave us a very interesting tour of the town with the scientific history and some American history. Thomas Paine was from Lewis and had worked there, and we saw his pub where he was a member of the debating society there. So this is the castle, which the new tower dates from the 1400s, and the rest is from the 1200s. Kew is one of the oldest botanical gardens in the world and a major research institution for plant research. It has some important architecture. This is the oldest iron frame building in the world. Natural History Museum is one of the great science museums of the world. It's still a very important research institution. So these are the public galleries. These are the early marine reptiles quarried at the south coast of England. And you can get a sense of how huge they are. And so we spent some time in the public galleries before getting a private view of the Piltdown Man fossils. The next day we spent in Oxford, which is the home of Oxford University, a very ancient university. History of Science Museum across the street is part of the old Ashmolean Museum, which is the oldest public museum in the world. At lunch in Tolkien's and Lewis's pub, the Eagle and Child. We had a couple of Tolkien fanatics there who enjoyed that. Returned to London. Last day we looked at Westminster Abbey and the Royal Society. A lot of it, what we saw is just London. It's a beautiful place to walk. There's beautiful gardens and parks. And anyone interested in history, just wandering around it, you see things very unexpectedly.